It began one day in Kirinyaga. Business had slowed to a crawl. His workshop stood empty, and his debts grew like weeds. The creditors came knocking, the threats as sharp as their machetes. Even the landlord's patience wore thin. Kamau's mother fell back home, and he had nothing left to send her. For the first time in years, he felt something: fear, not pain of death, but of failure, of being alone when the world finally closed in. One evening, as the sun bled the orange over the hills, Kamau sat outside his workshop staring at a half-finished chair. That's when she walked in, barefoot, her hair tied with a faded scarf, her eyes too steady for someone her age. "Are you the carpenter?" she asked. "I was," he muttered. "Now I am just a man seated among broken things." She smiled, and it annoyed him. "Then you are perfect," she said. "I need a man who can fix broken things." He looked up, frowning. "You have money." "No," she said simply. "But I can work. I can clean, sand, polish. I can cook too, if you don't mind Berntagali once in a while." He laughed despite himself. Something in her voice, calm but not pleading, disarmed him. Against his better judgment, he let her stay. Her name was Aching. In the days that followed, the workshop changed. The dust gave ways to the scent of soap and boiled beans. The chairs, forgotten and cracked, began to find shape again under her patient hands. She hummed as she worked, soft tunes that made the hours stretch. Kamau tried to ignore her warmth. He told himself she was just another worker passing through. But every night, when he heard her singing by the fire, the same heart had locked away and began to stir. One night after a long day, he found her standing outside, gazing at the stars. "What are you looking for?" he asked. "My late husband," she said quietly. "He said he'd wait for me among the stars." Kamau fell silent. The pain in her voice was real, deep, and strangely familiar. "How did he die?" he asked. "Trying to save a man who didn't believe in love," she said, glancing at him. "He believed everyone deserved saving, even those who didn't think they needed it." Kamau looked away, shame washing over him. "Then he was a fool." "Maybe," she said. "But fools are the only ones brave enough to love." That night, Kamau couldn't sleep. For years, he had feared love as weakness. But now he saw what real strength looked like: the courage to care. Even when life had broken you, when the creditors came again, Aching stood behind him. She sold her few belongings to help him pay the debt. "You fool," he muttered, but his voice trembled. She only smiled. "I learned from the best," she said. Months passed. The workshop bloomed again, orders flowed in, laughter returned, and so did hope. One evening, Kamau carved a small wooden heart, smooth, sturdy, imperfect. He handed it to her. "For the woman who fixed more than chairs," he said. Since then, Kamau realized that love doesn't come to make you weak.